In the ultimate beginning, there is nothingness. Then out of this nothingness, a great creator came forth and turned the nothingness into existence. They will be referred to as the Creator. The Creator saw the wonderful colors of the universe, with its many gases and dust clouds. They saw the potential of this universe. They decided that in order to continue this vision, they created three beings equal to the Creator, which will be referred to as the Ones. They each were different in their own respects, and each were named accordingly. There was the Lover, who believed in emotions and faith. There was the Perfecter, who believed that everything had an optimal form and could form anything to how they saw fit. And then there was the Deathbringer, who was the darkest of them all. They believed in the end, and that they must bring it, and anyone unable to reach the end must bend their will. The Creator made each of these beings with the exact abilities and potential as himself, except for the power of creation. The three of them formed a shared empire between 3 planets of a single system. These planets shall be referred to as Haven, the planet of the Lover; Metropolis, the planet of the Perfecter; and Tormentum, the planet of the Deathbringer. The Empire had been brought together with peace, and peace it would remain for 4,000 years, until the day that the Perfecter decided that they would like to fulfill the vision of unity and perfection. They went to the Creator, begging to allow them the ability to create. The Creator sighed, and in a booming voice, the first word spoken in the universe was, "No!" He said it in a voice louder than any explosion from Clement. This did not stop the Perfecter in any way. The Perfecter begged for 12 days without stopping, until the Creator gave in and allowed them the ability to create. The Perfecter was delighted at this action, and began creating their own life, which we refer to as Perfectum. They created the first of the species in their own form. The Perfectum had been a wonder to the Perfecter, created them in a faction that they would never reach the end, and they would serve the perfect purpose and be perfect at all times. After this, the other of the Ones were enraged.
This is an outrage that peace and giant's power and balance to these worlds, and will endlessly bring balance only for this insult, the Creator answers.
Boomed a voice devoid of happiness from the Deathbringer.
They will collapse the whole of the Empire if this is unchanged.
Both the Deathbringer and the Lover went to the Creator, begging them to allow themselves the power to create. The Creator, not wanting to take the same amount of time as previously, allowed them the power without a fight. Now all of the Ones had the power to create life. The Lover, which with their vision of peace and fulfillment, created the Love, who were life forms capable of emotion akin to the Lover. This gave the Creator much joy, as this is what they had envisioned when they created life. The Deathbringer chose an opposite path. They had created organic life, capable of dying and war. They had started out just as basic creatures, existing only to live, eat, and breathe. But after thousands of years of evolving and living, they had gotten to a point in which they created primitive weapons. These weapons were of destruction, including rockets and fiery projectiles. The fact that these beings were beginning to attack enlightened the Deathbringer. Though the Deathbringer was happy, the Creator was engulfed in rage at this action, taking offense to it. Then the Creator did an action that nobody could ever predict. They decided to fuse all 3 of the species together into one, creating the perfect species. This species we refer to as the Danshains. This completely angered the ones, as they had taken the time and effort into creating the civilization of these worlds, and they collected themselves and formed a plan. After 3 months of planning, they decided that they would punish the Creator for this action, as they had done wrong. They took the Creator and forced them into an organic form and took away their powers. They then chained them to the rocky moon and was forced to be eaten by the ones every year until they'd completely decomposed into the land. During this, Creator, using the last of the life force, created another species out of flesh. This species was organic, and we shall refer to it as the Hunted. Ever since the creation of the species, a ritual has been enacted by the ones to visit the moon every year and consume the eldest of the Haunted.